but they're not from Thai. You know that place Thai in the world? You just look at Thai. Oh yes, I've heard of Thai. They were named after the curry. You know the Thai curry. They were such fans of the Thai curry, they named the country after them.
Oh, that is well get to when we to the
Where we
pinnacle.
good.
I was about to say when we got to the pinnacle, but then it was the fucking chapter title, and I was like, ah.
Well, is this going to be like a Naruto style that takes 5 episodes running up Mount Fiji or something? Because Young Master is at a retreat at the top of the mountain. He's meditating, so you have to run all the way up to fight him.
We have to go up 90 flights of stairs to the top of the Millennium Tower.
Oh, well, so it's going to be that bit in the 7 remake?
Yeah.
One day before the election. Mail-in ballots.
It's fine. All we have to do is burn down the ballot office.
Which one? There's more than one.
No,
We talk about places where people cast the vote, places where people tally the vote.
No, the place where people count the votes.
Yeah, there's multiple locations. They won't all count them in the same fucking place. It'd be a logistical nightmare.
Well, all we have to do is find... Jesus, that poster. All we have to do is find the place that has the most votes for the Young Master and burn that one down.
Wouldn't the election board find it suspicious that only people for the young places come to sign for the Young Master would get voted? And elections don't work like that. Election things are based on regions, and so it'd be local regions, and so you'd have to know in advance which regions are more going to predominantly vote for the Young Master and burn them down.
Because I thought that they counted the votes in schools in Japan.
Even so, it'd be a regional thing where they just tally from the local area, everyone in that whatever range it is. They wouldn't just say, okay, here's a bunch of people voting for Young Master. Let's just separate all the ballots for Young Master and send them here. No, that's another state of process. They just send everyone's vote from a certain region to that place. I don't think you understand how voting works. You perhaps dead at the time you voted for former Vice President Bo Biden?
Quite possibly. I think there's only one solution here, and that's to set fire to all of the schools.
But then Ishiban would lose the vote.
That audio is being used in my fucking war crimes trial. Please, everyone, take a trip down memory lane.
But you have a
with me
separate
for
war
second.
crimes trial now.
Yeah.
Years ago, when nobody thought
Oh,
this city
dear.
would ever be free of its criminal element.
I can't wait for the police to arrest him for disturbing the peace because he's like yelling in the streets after 7 p.m.
For something like this, he probably has a permit.
Yeah, I know.
It's a political rally.
A plague upon our city for
Well, yeah,
countless years.
I just imagine like in the UK, just politicians go around in their buses and then the police arrest them saying for causing a scene. What, we have a permit to be here? You're still causing a scene, mate. In jail you go.
No, they're just like we have a permit to be here. Yeah, but have you got a license for that bus?
What, you need a license to have a permit? Oh yes, do you have a license permit? No. You're going to jail, mate.
You know something like this happens though, because so like a plumber, it was either a plumber or a builder, got arrested for having empty crisp packets in his van because they said that he didn't have a permit to transport rubbish.
I'm sorry.
How many 4chan green tech stories will this relate to about UK having permits for everything?
Like 50. For fuck's sake, Borb sent me a couple.
I certainly hope you've got a fishing license.
Are we finishing the story, or are we doing the Go-Kart subplot? How do you want to handle this?
I'd say do as many of the side quests first, so we finished everything, then we save like the end of the story till the last.
Alright. Oh, dead homeless man on the street. Or at least he will be in a minute.
Well, you think he's dying, but he just wants to get that last meal in, so he's like, went into KFC and just got some food, and he's just, I may be trying to kill myself. But I don't want to do it on an empty stomach.
I see.
Well, he wants to pull a suicide, death by cop at the political rally, but he doesn't want to do it on an empty stomach, so he just wanders in, pays in cash for like a load of chicken, tips like quite a lot, and so he's waiting for the perfect opportunity. So he's just on the side, this man eating a ridiculous amount of KFC, and then he's like, my stomach is full. Now to try and take over
Oh,
the news
I
with
don't
this
believe you have the
story.
type to do
I was gonna say, because he just pulled a megaphone out, like, he walks towards the boss, and then he pulls off, like, he pulls off his disguise. It turns out it's too much, finally moved into position.
In truth, any laws I
I was wondering if you're going to go like your brother, just saying Krusty Krab is unfair.
and at least I
Oh
had a
god,
real
no.
one, unlike the others who made empty promises. with no
Oh
intent to
dear.
keep them.
Yeah, it turns out it's too much, finally here to interrupt the political rally.
And now,
This is a good point, though. It's going to be fun to discover how the fuck Ichiban escaped from that exploding building.
Governor, Sensei.
You already answered that. He treated the explosion as an enemy attack. Oh wait, he wasn't wearing his jacket, so he had like 5 avoid. So he took a lot of damage.
There are always sacrifices.
It's probably going to turn out that he's the goddamn homeless one, isn't it?
What, Ray Aikoi is the homeless man?
No, Ichi. Like,
I'm sorry.
After having walked for ages. Ray Aikoi's the guy sitting there.
to hear that.
He could be pulling a double act.
What, while he's on the boss, he's also the homeless one in the street? That's a hell of a commitment.
Yeah, I mean, if someone attacks him, it makes him look more legitimate. Homeless people don't like him, and so
I will.
if no one attacks him, people are wondering why. If he has dissenters, makes him look more legitimate.
I love the idea that he just attacks himself at his own political rally in the style of that one Blazing Saddle scene.
Actually, in both places at the same time, he's just that good.
Nobody move or I'll blow his head clean off. He's just crazy enough to do it, man.
To introduce our next honored
It's my distinct pleasure to introduce our next honored guest. Some of you may know him for his music. Please welcome Joji.
CLP.
Oh god.
All over the country preparing
Like,
election tomorrow.
Is Ichiban gonna request the help of that guy? I forgot what they called him. The guy in the black morph suit?
what, Chin Chin?
Yeah, Chinchin. Chinchin, we need you to stop Ray Aikoi. No. Translation. Okay, what do you give me? I have a collection of vintage porno magazines. What? And then Chinchin's look at them. What? These went out of style in 1998. I'll have them.
Chin Chin's busy because he's been subcontracted out to kill villagers by Mother Miranda.
And just imagine that on Ishi's battle bus, you're saying, oh, you may have been that good, but I have something that will really well the people up. Salamander Man. His ass fluid must be... The world must hear it. And he's just like playing like a melody. Oh, you're right,
I
you're
love the fact
fucking
he
right.
actually was the fucking homeless man.
Wait, so he survived the explosion, just put bandages on himself?
Yeah, bandage heal every... Rumours of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Now I'm going to go over there and kick his ass.
I imagine Mary Quest said, but you're dead. And then Ichiban just raised a hand. Wait, if I'm dead, does this mean I don't have to pay taxes?
What was that jump?
And then Veracruz just responds like, wait, you were saying you paid taxes before? Oh, no. But now I have a legal excuse not to.
Oh, I really hope this leads into a really dumbass live debate minigame. Like, mash the button to debate harder.
Sounds like not really a side quest, but a feature in Ratchet and Clank 3. When you disguise yourself as an alien to have a conversation to let the guards through. It's like a button prompt thing.
Yeah. Just that, but it's just furiously mashing the button to make Ichiban debate harder. Oh, God. It's a shame that there's only 2 of them.
Oh, wait. So after the explosion, he went back into the building to grab his jacket?
Yeah.
Because he was shirtless when he was fighting Kazuma Kiryu, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he fought Kiryu, then he went over to another building to fight Mirror Face.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So he was... so he avoided most of the damage. So yeah, I was confused for a second.
It's just the fact that, like, the only wound is, like, on his fucking cheeks.
I could explain that with a very good explanation.
Well, his face isn't protected by the jacket.
Of course. That's a perfect explanation.
It's fine. Let him through.
I love his ridiculous flexes on the Young Master's political campaign.
I was thinking about it, and I'm starting to think that Joe Sarashiro is a bad person.
Yeah.
Don't try to deny it. The captain told me so himself.
Just holding this conversation lightly on the top of the book.
He even said
I was also thinking about
of you given the order.
the young master doesn't know about that he's the son of Sarashiro, does he?
Family office.
Because the only person who could verify it was especially himself, and he sworn to secrecy he's never told anyone, and he's in jail.
Yeah, but like apparently they have a recording of him giving Joe the order to kill someone.
We're going to ruin
Excellent.
young master.
If a recording like that
What
actually
are you willing to bet
you
this
would
is going to be like the end of the Green Hornet, where it turns out there is no recording and it's an elaborate triple bluff?
That's no skin off my
If this is the remake, I only saw like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's the ending. Like they bluff a guy by saying they've got a recording of him committing perjury.
You know, now I understand why Arakawa-san was so worried about you. Right up to the end. So
The only comparison I can make then, because I haven't seen the film, is JoJo when they're fighting
It's like you forgot what honor
Darby
is.
Senior.
You
Yeah.
think you can get away with
They make a massive bet to raise. They say, I'm going to raise with the soul of my mother. Now, to match my bet, the only something of equal value to you, the only thing that could match that description would be the secret to stand.
Or that fight against AC/DC where he does the rope trick.
I didn't see this twist coming.
That works as well.
You were on me. Of course, if I were him,
I might have combed my hair before I got on national television. Oh yeah, that's a point. Because people are going to be watching, like, the debate, and then they'll just be like, why the fuck is Eric Andre on this man's political bus?
plan went off with
Wait, I'm just imagining
I love the fact, like,
him like trying to get into the door of the bus. So, let
me in,
let
let me
in.
in!
Always gonna look at the villain next to the young master.
That's why they had to throw him up there. Oh god. And once again, Eri fails to exist within the confines of the cutscene.
Oh yeah?
Oh god. I love the fact they've chosen to hold a conversation in the goddamn red light district as well.
There's a bar
Well,
called
if
Earth
that's where the
Gate.
young master's going through. And there's another main point. Ishii's platform is running to defend the red light district. He is working to protect like ladies and night and things like that. They greatly support him.
Oh god. That's a point. We finally got Kamurocho back on the map.
I thought you were in Kamurocho.
Yeah, but like we haven't been in Kamurocho since like chapter 2. Because we spent like the majority of the plot's been in Yokohama.
Oh right.
Oh, Nick's shady as fuck. I'm glad he's on our side. What do you mean he's shady as fuck? He funded the entire confectionery company.
Wait, I thought he funded just Ishii's political career. He didn't fund the confectionery shop. That was all that Eri's doing.
No, because Nick gives them the initial funding. Oh good, we can get to the Kamurocho underground dungeon now.
Because Nick is a... What's the owner? He's a business
Nick's the guy who teaches him how to use the,
smartphone.
yeah.
A few moments later.
And let's go do some go-karting.
So I just imagine people is about talking about the political career. Man, all the stress is political career. You know, becoming a politician is really getting to me. Let's do some go-karting. Ishii, no. What are you doing? This is in the middle of a political climate. What? Why are you going go-karting? It'll make me look more relatable to the people. And so he's just doing it so a bunch of press are saying, wait, is this political career? He actually has like fun hobbies? He goes go-karting? What?
I thought that you were about to go the other way. They survive, like the building explodes. They walk out of the still smoking building, and it's just like, well, that was fun. Let's go go-karting. But Koichi literally has shrapnel on his leg. He doesn't need that leg to push the pedal.
Well, so Koichi's going go-karting as well?
Yeah, like the entire party's going go-karting. You can't tell me that you don't want to see Junji Han in a comically small go-kart.
I'm just imagining Nabu's why are there 6 pedals when there's only 4 directions? Who the fuck designed this?
Good, it's time for an episode of fucking go-karting.
Well, we had like 3 or 4 episodes of just the fucking stonk market.
The stonk market, like, we at least has weird, elaborate subplots with my trial and some trans chickens. Oh no, it's okay, the Playboy bunnies have showed up. That's...
Sorry, what was that line? Yeah, we did have some discussions about your trial and trans chickens. Oh look, the Playboy bunnies have shown up. Sorry, both of them are Playboy bunnies? So which one of them has retired? Where's it the old woman? She was so good in her career, she still gets work even at the age of 88. She's just that good.
I mean, yeah, she's a retired Playboy bunny, but she's also a professional grandmother. Like,
A professional grandmother.
yeah, she knits shreddies in her spare time.
Our special recipe of 4 whole grain layers locks in all that great taste.
That takes me fucking back. Reminds me, today in the workshop, this guy put on an 80s playlist and started playing Blondie Heart of Glass. And I explained to him, that was my white whale song for, like, literally 10 years. I heard it in an advert, and I never knew who it was by or what the song was called. And then I forget how I saw the music video on YouTube. I was like, so that's what it fucking was. It's like 10, 12 years, my white whale song, and I finally found it. And it was an advert for some perfume or cologne.
I had that, but with the guitar riff from Smoke on the Water. Because there was a thing that I watched that incorrectly credited it to King Crimson. You have no idea how hard it is to find music on Google when you basically just have to resort to typing in that guitar riff that goes da 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 da, and hope that it pulls up a Reddit thread.
The one song I kept confused was, I thought it was the intro to Western Girls by Pet Shop Girls.
Pet Shop Boys. Pet Shop Girls. They're evil twins.
Western Girls by Pet Shop Boys. But no, it was Living on Prayer by Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
The intros are very similar.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised how many songs do that. Oh, the one that always gets me is I get a noise whenever Madonna comes on the radio, because I always, without fail, think it's the goddamn Weird Al Yankovic version.
I'm sure you brought this up in another episode.
Yeah, never hurts to repeat though.
Never hurts to what?
Never hurts to repeat though.
Never hurts to what?
Fuck's sake. You are awful. You're awful and terrible, and I hope that eBay comes for you.
eBay comes for me? What? You're accusing eBay of it's part of their business model. Because sales have been slowing down, they've been losing a lot of business to Amazon. They decided to branch into a new field of, to a new market to make the ends meet. Human fucking trafficking.
I mean, if it works for eBay, then sure.
Well, you think the stock me is like, now we've expanded into human trafficking. It might be a bit, what's the word, illegal, but it's starting to make us a lot more money, and it's make us compete with Amazon.
They don't say it's human trafficking, they just advertise it as selling a Coke can or something.
Well, because eBay is for second-hand stuff, so now this is a used person, this isn't a new person. What am I saying? If it was Amazon, all the people would be from China.
If it was Amazon, like Jeff Bezos would be selling them in bulk, and he'd find a way to get good publicity of it.
What, if you buy 3 Chinese people, you get free shipping?
Yeah, like Jeff Bezos would find a way to make you feel guilty for him human trafficking, and then he'd make your account go to sleep.
Your account go to sleep? What?
I mean, he'd ban you.
You try to pay for something, and your card says, you know what? I'm not really in the mood. I think I'll take a nap. You're like, what the fuck, card? You're a piece of plastic. You're not sentient. How the fuck can you be tired? Yeah, I'm just gonna go to sleep now, so go fuck yourself. Goodbye.
I just meant that Jeff Bezos shuts down your Amazon account, not literally the credit card goes to sleep. Your idea
This is turning into a Brian David Gilbert video. You know what would be great for a credit card? If it was sentient.
I mean, yeah, at least...
Hitchhiker's gone to galaxy territory, but elevators are fucking sentient. And not only sentient, but they have the power to see into the future. To know exactly what floor you want to go on before you do.
We programmed this door to feel... We programmed this door to feel pleasure. Oh, God.
Well, that was going to be, they give Ishiban a special card. You know, I gave you a special card. I programmed this card specifically to feel pleasure whenever you go over the speed limit.
Sorry, what, like... I genuinely thought you were about to say they give him a special credit card that can feel pleasure to participate in the orgy with him then.
Why would the company running the Go-Kart and give him a credit card that can feel pleasure? They give him a Go-Kart that feel pleasure.
I genuinely thought... I misheard you saying cart, and I thought you said cars. And I was like, why are they giving him a...
You think as a side company for this Go-Karting business, they actually produce credit cards on behalf of, like, what, American Express and... the other big companies?
Yeah.
They have like a license to produce their cards because they produce special ones that are sentient and feel pleasure whenever they're used. And so every time you use them, they give out an audible moan from the like card reader device.
Yeah, but also...
Not Guardians of the Galaxy, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Sentient... Oh, I'd like to see that crossover. No, sentient credit card would be useful though, just because it could berate you for your terrible, terrible purchase habits.
$60 Brody statue.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, no, that wouldn't work because I paid in cash for that. But the sentiment's still there.
Yeah, but then your credit card will constantly berate you saying, "What, you have how much in your account? Jesus Christ! I mean, I know how much you make per month. It goes in. Where are you spending all this money? What's this about Thai hookers? Why do you go to Thailand so much?"
No, Sam, they're not from Thai. They're just tied up.
But they're not from Thai.
No, they're not.
You know that place Thai in the world. You just look at Thai. Oh yes, I've heard of Thai.
It's like
They were named after the curry. You know the Thai curry. They were such fans of the Thai curry. They named the country after that.
It's like they lost an election, and so to get better publicity, they had to like shorten the name.
So just look at the chat. John's saying Earth Angel by Marvin Berry and the Starlighters, also used in BTTF. What?
Back to the Future. Earth Angel's the name of a bar that we're supposed to be going to continue the story. Like, we're a bit sidetracked at the moment, go-karting to win sentient pleasuring credit cards, though.
Sentient pleasuring? No, they don't give pleasure, they just experience it.
I mean, like, it might give you some pleasure if you stick it up there hard enough.
What, you think you're sticking a credit card? You think there's a big pandemic, or not everything, epidemic of people using their credit cards in places where they shouldn't, and it actually gives them pleasure?
Yeah, there's an epidemic of people trying to use their credit cards for
Oh god.
They folded over first. Like, they're not that dumb.
How do you fucking fold a credit card? It would just snap in half. It's not made out of paper, it's made out of, like, tough card.
Well, if it snaps in half, well, usually it's like plastic, but yeah, if it snaps in half, then you have the benefit of two rods.
What? So do you put one in after the other?
Yeah.
So you have to have like a 15-inch fit both in there.
Oh, going right down in there.
So once they're both in there, you furiously with one hand, do something unspeakable with an orange in the other, and call one of your employees in the other hand so they can listen to you while you hang yourself.
No, I was going to say, once they're both in there, that's the point where you hook up the car battery.
Oh, okay. So it's two halves of a credit card, then rod. So what, you have to have a 18-inch.
No, you're using the two pins of the credit card as the rod. Keep up.
They're plastic, they can't conduct electricity. Keep up!
No, they've got like little bits of metal in them for the contactless.
Not that much, they couldn't hold that much of a charge. Just near field communications, which is basically nothing. If it's like being, it's like rubbing your little finger on a woolen jacket and then touching part of your body. You'll feel basically nothing. That's just a static charge. No, if you want adult, you need something that can actually transmit electricity.
Oh god, this is a legitimate conversation that we've had today. Shall we?
We've had today, yeah. Remember that conversation we had like 2 seconds ago? Good times. I'm going to drink that.
Yep. I'd be disappointed if you didn't. Oh god, it's
We
fine.
get monetized. How much of my share is just going towards my rum budget?
Probably the vast majority of it. Like, you're gonna develop serious alcoholism issues because of like listening to me talk.
Going to?
Sorry, It
I
just
suppose I would be respecting my ancestors.
it just raises so many questions.
I'm half Irish. That explains every question.
Fair enough. Oh, God. Oh shit.
See, I'm probably a lightweight compared to my ancestors. Well, my great-grandfather would look at me and say, wait, you only have like 5 drinks a day? We usually have that lunchtime before you return to work. What do you have after that? I was like, oh no, I just like 5 drinks a day. Oh, you mean that total? Come on, man. We have to train you up. You have to get up to our level. Please, my wallet can't handle it. Every time I, pay for a drink, my wallet starts, insulting me. Your wallet insults you? Yeah, the card, and it keeps berating me. What the fuck? Is this some kind of future thing where your card, I don't know, is sentient and it keeps having a go at you for spending money? Yeah, the future is weird. Now, back in our day, we don't have cards, we just pay in cash. Wait, you can pay for things using cash?
Ireland's just perpetually trapped in the 1800s.
Says the person who sometimes deliberately gets Scottish notes to confuse people.
Oh, yeah, that's funny though.
Yeah, a few times I get like notes from my relatives. Usually change them into English coin or English currency because people are a bit confused by it. It is legal tender. It's just not issued by the Bank of England, the Bank of Ireland.
This is the thing though, like, Scottish money isn't legal tender though.
What?
Because, like, there's no physical Bank of Scotland to back the currency up.
How the fuck does that work then?
I don't fucking know. Sam.
Well, it's like America, where it's not backed by gold anymore. It's just backed by we're good for it. What the Scottish military is going compensation for it. Where don't worry, we'll be good for it. No, America can get away with it for a small amount of time because, well, they have their military to just kill anyone who disagrees. But that's going to fall soon. Scotland. What are they basing it fucking on? The North oil fields? They're losing value every day. The price of oil is crashing. Thanks to places like America where they're finding massive oil fields and becoming energy independent. They're not buying oil from everywhere else. Russia is basically energy independent. It's the Middle East, they're basically energy independent.
Yeah, this is the thing, I don't know. Like, Scotland's fucking weird, Sam.
They have sturgeon in charge, the fish from the north. I wonder the fuck.
Oh, God, was she the one who rode the train even though that she had COVID, or was that someone else?
Can't remember. I think that's someone else.
It's like Scotland's just perpetually being run by the real-life equivalent to Nicola fucking Murray. John's just in the chat, like, I should train on this game. Yeah, better to train on the game than train to drink as much as Sam.
But this way, there's this YouTube channel called Metaball Studios. Metaball Studios. We used to do a video about the size of the universe, cubes, about if 1 second was 1 millimeter squared. That's the sort of numbers we'll be getting up to.
And yet it still doesn't measure up to the size of your liver after we're done with this playthrough.
What, my liver will be the size of Marlon fucking Brando at the end of this.
You're gonna have a liver the size of a small walnut at the end of this.
Small walnut? What? So, the doctor's going to remove and say, I'm sorry, but your liver is the size of a small walnut. What? How did it shrink that much? Severe alcoholism. Okay, do you have, like, spare liver in the back? Just, well, we do kind of have one. Do you want it? Sure. Do the person who donated to have alcoholism? Well, yes. Or do you have any livers from non-alcoholics? We do have one, sure, but do you really want that one? Yes. I'd rather have a liver from a non-alcoholic. Okay, we can put that in you. We're going to have to knock you out again for the surgery. Sure. Quick question, why did you wake me up in the middle of having my liver taken out of me? I know, we're bored. Right, sure. Yeah, just took me out, put it in me, and it'll be good.
Just John in the comments, please help, my liver's incredibly thirsty.
Marlon Brando is a pillarman. His liver can be used for scientific research to develop better dialysis.
No, your liver just becomes a smaller Marlon Brando because of the over-drinking.
Well, do you think it's going to be a scientific experiment? The only way to keep my liver healthy is to soak it in a solution of pure vodka.
Yeah.
It defies medical science. If they just keep it in a solution of vodka, it will be preserved for the ages.
Pretty much.
It's going to be like Audrey 2. Just my liver. Feed me, Seymour. Alright. Let me just drink this entire bottle of vodka. Are you satisfied now? For now. Until the next few hours.
Eventually you just have to have a battle for dominance with your own fucking liver.
Well, it's like that scene in the Wolverine film where he's in Japan. I have to open up my own chest, rip out my own liver, just like, no, you'll not control me. I just throw it out the window. And the liver's like, well, fine, be like that then. And tries to just slither away. But, I don't have to be an alcoholic anymore. Wait, why am I so pale and also turning yellow?
Oh no.
Maybe I should go to the hospital and get a new liver. I don't think it works for them. Mostly from alcoholics. Let's see if I can get one from a non-alcoholic this time.
Nope. Only alcoholic livers for you, Sammy boy.
What, are we going into fucking Little Britain territory? I was like, you see, the liver we gave you is actually from an alcoholic. One sec. Here's your liver back. Can I have one from a non-alcoholic? Why'd you do that? The liver's still good. Someone else can have it. I just want it from a non-alcoholic. I want my liver to last more than 7 years.
I think that you need to stop being racist against alcoholics, Sam.
Racist against alcoholics?
Like, just because they drink doesn't mean that you don't have functioning livers. The livers just don't work as good anymore.
Oh, sure, they're fully functioning. They just don't last as long as the average person. You know, the average person's liver lasts like as long as they live. The alcoholic's liver lasts about 10 years. I try to take the one that lasts a lifetime than the one that lasts fucking 10 years.
Have you tried getting liver insurance?
Liver insurance will just cover the cost of the surgery to get the liver and insert it into me. How will that affect anything?
Well, no, because you could just do a hitchhikers and have them grow you a new liver in a tube.
Now, the insurance would just cover the cost of it. Do you want to explain how insurance works? It's like car insurance. Oh yes, if I take out car insurance, when I crash my car, a new car will just fucking materialise in front of me. No? Using that, like car insurance will cover the cost of a courtesy car and to repair your while you're using the other car. It wouldn't just fucking materialise a new car. So insurance, medical insurance, will just cover the cost of buying the liver and putting it into me, the surgery, things like that. It wouldn't just make a new liver.
No, because they grow a liver in a tube, like, in preparation for when someone with liver insurance comes in to have the liver insurance.
Like 50 years away from that kind of technology.
Oh, God, yeah, but does the liver insurance industry know that?
What, the early adopters?
No, I think that, like, it's a liver and it's from an alcoholic. So we could trick the liver into thinking that it's not alcoholic. Like, the liver, like, it's an alcoholic's liver, so it's going to be full of alcohol and drunk as shit. So all you have to do is do a bit of convincing, and then, like, it won't be an alcoholic anymore. Like, all you have to do is convince the liver that it's not drunk, and then you can pop it and you're good as new.
If that's the case, why don't you just talk to your own liver and convince it's non-alcoholic? I mean, it's drunk, what would I know the difference?
I'm not drunk at the moment.
Your plan falls apart, because if that's the strategy, the medical insurance industry would just lose tons of money, because when the secret... It's like, what, 5 secret tips to save money on insurance. You don't have to, pay medical insurance to get a new, like, liver, which is from a previous alcohol, which has been, convinced that's not from an alcoholic, so it's pure now. You could just, talk to your own liver and convince it's non-alcoholic and save you money in medical expenses.
I think that we've accidentally just gone into actual New Age therapy. That was the worrying part of this conversation.
Homeopathic therapy. What you do is to make your liver not an alcoholic. Instead of drink alcohol, just drink water. Like
not even that. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a New Age thing where they're like, if you do yoga enough or something, you can make your body do anything.
Are you confusing this with Dalsim from, like, Street Fighter?
How the fuck did we get here? We were talking about self-pleasuring credit cards 20 minutes ago.
Wait, self-pleasuring? So they're sentient enough to spend money on all sorts of different things just because they get pleasure from spending money. I thought they were there to stop you spending money on idle shit.
Your credit card accidentally orders 50 bad dragons.
So your bank sends you a text saying, I'm sorry, we think we've given you a rogue credit card. It's starting to purchase all sorts of random shit just to give itself more pleasure. We'll send you a new one in the post.
We'll send you a new one in the post and compensate you for the cost of all of the dragon dildos.
You think it's specifically buying that?
Yeah, I think that, like, the credit card...
I thought they was going for the strategy of every transaction gives it pleasure. So just buys lots and lots of small value things to give it more pleasure.
No, it has to specifically buy sex toys so it can get off on the thrill of the purchase. Oh, God. We do invent some weird shit. Also, I heard a slab... Yeah, we. Like... Did you actually accidentally break your microphone, then?
No.
Just checking. I heard, like, it fucking slam then, and I was like, oh God, he's passed out again.
Is he passed out again? I was like... Well, one episode is like, yeah, Seth passed out from alcohol overdose. So let's just continue the episode and just pretend he's still conscious.
You know, one of these days I probably am going to have to do that at the rate you drink, let's be honest.
Oh, I drink because of fucking 10 to go. I think you don't just have, like, a pint of vodka on the ready, or...
I can't drink at the moment, I'm driving.
Well, you're on the road or streaming this, what the fuck?
No, I just meant I'm go-karting in the minigame. Like, I can't...
You think I'm go-karting in the video game? If I got drunk, it'll affect my coordination.
Well, yeah, if I get drunk, it'll affect my reaction time, and then I won't be able to corner properly. Why do I have to explain how reflex times work to you?
Reflex time was MGS5, where when someone gets closer, you just go into slow-mo. But if you're drunk, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. Sam, I have very good eyes, but not when I'm, like, on vodka, apparently. It's fine, we'll finish the race, and then we'll finish the fucking story.
Yeah, and I'll be back in a sec.
If you say so.
A few moments later.
Let's do this!
So someone's just asking me questions about the stream. They're asking what exactly the orange technique was.
Don't tell them. They'll accidentally do it and then, like, end up like David Carradine.
Well, the thing was, the server landowner tried to do the orange technique and the David Carradine thing at the same time. That's what did him in. I mean, just doing the orange technique itself, that's a really bad idea unless you know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, also, unless if you don't have the right top hat.
Top hat.
Yeah, you gotta put a little top hat on the orange, otherwise the technique don't work properly.
Is that one variation of it? I was just thinking today, while, finding metal. So, the server landowner was calling Nanawa. No, sorry, Psycho. He must have had to put the phone on speakerphone because in one hand he was furiously jacking off, the other hand he was unspeakable with an arm. So while he's setting all this up, while doing those unspeakable acts, he was just casually chatting to her, and then when he did it, after a few minutes, the Chinese mafia came in, got so intimidated, saying, "Oh God, how big is that stiffy?" And just, you know what? Let's just leave, guys, and just tell everyone we killed them. And that's the story.
That is the long and story of Yakuza, the Soup Gang version.
Yeah, and they didn't. It wasn't an open casket funeral because everyone would be too horrified seeing his body. They wouldn't be able to, fit his stiffy in like suit pants. And so they didn't want to. And so it left credence to the Chinese mafia's claim that they just killed him because no one could see the body because it's just too horrific for the public to see.
Only a select group of BDSM enthusiasts were allowed to see the body, but no one would have believed them anyway.
What are you even calling this episode?
Go-karting on the American Expressway for pleasure? I don't know. I can't get towards him, like...
Are you being rubber banded or something?
I think I actually am just being fucking rubber banded. Like... Oh, God. Okay, the only hope is that I can finish second here and then overtake him in the next race. Okay, the problem is I can't find a fucking satellite laser, which is what I really need in this situation to overtake him. Are you just fucking chugging it again?
Now, I was trying to work out if Exodia would help in this situation. What you do is, while you're driving, you get out your deck of cards and draw 5 cards and see if you get Exodia.
Don't...
No, that strategy wouldn't work because you're on 4 wheels. That would only work if you're on 2 wheels.
True.
Card game.
You know that's an actual Yu-Gi-Oh card, by the way. People have made that edit.
What?
The Speedlords. The Speedlords are Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and people have, like, dubbed over the card games of Motorcycle series with that filthy Frank audio.
Yeah, thanks to you, the image of some bold guy screaming while spewing out like Hershey's syrup has burned into my brain.
God left me unfinished!
And the demon Frank summoned to offer help was saying there are some people who want the chocolate he spews. Be careful who you discussed it about. Well, some people will see this man just spewing chocolate syrup and thinking, I can make some money off of this.
Sam, just wait, like, he comes back, like, that's not the end of the fucking Dade saga.
Yeah, you showed me the first, 20 fucking minutes, it was already fucking weird.
6.5 hours later.
I think, on that terrible disappointment, I'm going to end it there and then just go-kart some more off camera. And have the engineer speed it up in post.
What, shot down, 2 hours worth of go-karting, like a 10-minute compilation.
Yeah, I'm literally going to, get, an hour's worth of go-karting footage and compress it to fuck.
What the fuck?
Just we stop the episodes and then suddenly it cuts to that goofy ass saxophone music I love with, and then they spent 6.5 hours go-karting. And on that terrible disappointment, I think that's a good spot to end it. Anything that you'd like to add, Sam? Oh, hang on a second. No, there's a man in the bushes.
A man in the bushes.
Yeah.
What bushes?
Sorry, the trees. Hang on a
Sorry,
second.
the trees. You know trees, they're just really large bushes.
Look, I found a voodoo priest, Sam. Hang on a second. Sometimes you just have to go into the woods and beat up a priest.
Not into the bushes?
Oh, God. Right, good. And on that note, I think that seems like a good spot to end the episode there, for real. Anything that you'd like to add?
What the fuck are your tangents?
Holy shit! Sam, read the description for Zhao's weapon. A cooking utensil made with the legendary Damascus steel. They call me the Tandy Slayer, my finest Damascus steel ladles. Right, anything that you'd like to add?
Well, the tendy slayer. How the fuck will you cut a tendy with a fucking ladle?
No, I'm slaying people to get my tendies.
What, you just run out to people, beating them up, stealing the money in their wallet, so you can go into McDonald's and just grab tendies?
Yeah, you slap them with your ladles and be like, I'm Pickle Rick. Give me the tendies. Right, seriously, anything that you'd like to add so that we can end this?
I need my alcohol.